Hello friends, welcome to this video. This is Rohit. Friends, in this video I am going to show you how we can use expressions and operators in PHP script. Okay, so let's start. So first of all, we will try to understand what is expression exactly. So basically in computer science, an expression is a systematic entity in a programming language that may be evaluated to determine its value. And it is a combination of one or more constants, variables, functions and operators that the programming language can interpret and it can compute to produce another value. That is what the expression. So expression consists one or more constants, variables, functions, etc. So your programming language must be able to interpret these constants, variables, functions, etc. Okay, so expression will consist a valid sequence of operands. Okay, so operands basically stores the data which may be variables, constants, etc. So there are different types of expressions: constant expressions, bitwise expressions, pointer expressions, logical expressions, relational expressions, floating expressions, integral expressions. Okay, all these are different type of expressions. So for example, expression may be like this: C is equal to A plus B. Now friends, in this expression you can observe we have different operands and operators available. Okay, for example, we have C, A, B. All these are operands, okay, which storing data and on which our operation will get performed. Then we have operators: assignment operator and plus operator. So this assignment operator and plus operator will operate on above operands C, A, B. Now friends, what are these operators actually? So operator is a symbol, and this symbol has certain predefined meaning. So as per predefined meaning, this operator or this symbol operates on operand. What do you mean by predefined meaning? So for example, plus symbol. Now this plus symbol has meaning that it can add two operands. Okay, so we write A plus B. So here the plus operator will add this first operand with this second operand, like this. So every operator has certain predefined meaning. So you cannot change its predefined meaning, or you cannot create new operator as well. Okay, as well as you cannot change how many operands the operator will require in order to perform its operation. For example, here plus operator requires two operands. This is the first operand, this is the second operand. So you cannot change this number of operands as well, which is required for performing operation for specific operator. So there are two types of operators. So first type is called unary operator, and second type is called binary operator. Now friends, this name unary operator and binary operator basically in the context of how many operands a operator requires for performing its operation. So if your operator requires single operand, then it will be called unary operator. If your operator requires two operands, then it will be called binary operator. So what will be example of unary operator? Plus plus, that is increment operator, minus minus, that is decrement operator. Okay, so here you will need to specify only single operand. So for example, you will write I plus plus. So here you can see in this expression we have only single operand, that is I. Okay, and if you write B minus minus, again here you have single operand, that is B. So these operators are called unary operators, where we need single operand. Now in case of binary operator, we have example plus minus. So these both operators require two operands for performing their operation. So for example, A plus B. So here in this example, this is the first operand, this is the second operand. So in order to use this plus operator, we need two operands. That's why it is called binary operator. So related to operator, friends, we have the concept of operator precedence and associativity. Now first of all, we will try to understand what is operator precedence. So operator precedence determines which operator is performed first in an expression with more than one operators with the different precedence. So for example, if I write 20 plus 30 into 50, now this is the simplest expression. Now friends, in this expression we have two operators, plus and multiplication operator. So here the multiplication operator is having highest precedence. That's why first of all 30 into 50 operation will be performed, and then the result will be added to 20. Okay, so it will be like this. First of all, we will perform 20 plus, and the result of this operation, that is 150. Okay, and now we will add this 150 result to the 20 value. So we got final value 170, not 250. This is the wrong answer. We will have answer 170. Why? Because multiplication operator is having highest precedence than plus operator. So this operation will be performed first of all, and the result will be added with remaining value. So we will have result 170. This is called operator precedence. Okay. Now next concept we have operator associativity. What is operator associativity? So operator associativity is used when two operators of the same precedence appear in the expression. This comes in picture only when your expression will consist two operators with the same precedence. So associativity can be either from left to right, or it will be from right to left. These are the two types of associativity. For example, these both operators having same precedence, their associativity is from left to right. So whenever these two operators will be available within your expression, then you have to evaluate them from left to right direction. So I will give you one example regarding this. See here, if I write expression 50 divided by 25 into 5. Now friends, in this example you can see we have two operators, division and multiplication, and both having same precedence. So which we should evaluate first of all, whether we should evaluate 25 into 5 or whether we should evaluate 50 divided by 25. So this question can be answered with help of associativity concept. So first of all, we will evaluate this expression 50 by 25. Why? because whenever we will have same precedence operator in expression, we will evaluate them from left to right direction. So first of all, we will evaluate this result, so it will be 2, and then we will multiply it by 5. So final result we will have 10. This is called concept of operator associativity. So operator precedence and operator associativity are the two characteristics of operators that can be determine the evaluation order of sub expression in the absence of brackets. So this is what the concept of operator precedence and operator associativity. Friends, now I will try to show you demonstration how we can use different expressions and operators within PHP script. So for this we will try to use different operators like arithmetic, relational, logical, conditional. All these different operators we will try to use within our PHP script. Now we will move to the example. Okay, now here friends, I will create this canonical PHP block for writing my PHP statement. Okay, now within this block, first of all I will print one message here, example of operators and expressions in PHP, and I will break this line using BR tag here. Now after that we will try to use first of all arithmetic operators for creating our expressions. So here I will write and again here I will use BR for breaking the line. Now here we will create two variables for storing value. Let's say A variable will have value 20 and B variable will have value 2. Now first statement we will write addition, and here I will write expression $A plus $B, and after which we will use BR tag. Now same statement I will copy. Now here I will change it to subtraction and this symbol becomes minus. Now here I will use multiplication. This symbols becomes multiplication symbol, and here I will use division. It becomes divide. And this becomes modulo operator. We don't need this, so I will remove. Now our code is ready, so I will move to browser and I will write here localhost / our file name expression.php. Friends, you can see here we have our result: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and module. Okay, like this we can use arithmetic operators. Then next to arithmetic operators we will try to use relational operators. Now for implementing relational operator, same variable we will try to assume. So one more variable we will add here, and that is variable C. So C is equal to, I will write in double quotes, 20. Friends, these first are two integer variables and this last one is string variable. Okay, now while understanding this relational operator, we will try to use string variable for comparison. Now first of all we will try to print result for equal to operator. So I will write var dump, and here I will write expression A is equal to $C. Okay, and I will put semicolon here. So let's try to see this result. $A having value 20 and $C is also having value 20. So this statement will result to true. Okay, so we will move to browser and I will refresh my web page. You can see here we got output, result is true. Okay, now in next statement I will use var dump again, and here I will write expression $A is not equal to $C. Okay, and I will put semicolon here. I will save this. It is false, so this not equal to will return true when both operands are not equal to each other. Right now they are equal to each other, that's why it will return false here. Okay, next operator we will try to use not equal to again, but in different way. So we will save it. Again it is false. Now next we will try to use less than operator. So I will use here $B. It will be false because A is not less than B. If I go and refresh, you can see it is false. Then next we will try to use greater than operator. Now this is true because A is greater than B. You can see it is true. Then next we will try to use less than equal to operator. This will be true as it is less than equal to C. Then we will use greater than equal to. So this will result to true because A is greater than equal to B. This is how we can use different relational operators. One more operator I will try to show you, strictly equal to operator. So strictly equal to operator checks the data type of variable as well as the value of variable while comparing. So if I write statement A is equal to C, now friends, this will result to false. Why? Because A having value 20 and data type is integer, C is having value 20, but what is data type? String. And what our strictly equal to operator do? It checks the data type as well as value. When both are equal, that is data type and value, then and then only it will result to true, otherwise false. So I will save this file, and if we try to see its outputs, it is false. Friends, if I create one more variable here, let's say D, and if I store 20 value within it, and if I compare A variable with D variable with strict equal to operator, then it will be true. Why? Because both having same value and same data type. Okay, so if I write statement here $A equals to $D, now it will be true. You can see here it is returning true value. Why? Because both of having same data type, that is integer, and both having same value, that is 20. This is called strict equal to operator. This is exactly opposite to equal to operator. Here only we are checking value, no matter what data type we have. So here A having integer, C having string, but their value is same, 20 20. That's why it is returning true here, but here we will get false because their data type is different. Like this we can use relational operator. Now next thing we will try to use logical operators. So here I will write echo and here I will use BR tag for breaking the line. Okay, now we will try to demonstrate use of AND OR operator. So first of all I will write statement if $A is equal to 20 and B is equal to 2, then we will print here echo true. Okay, so here I will add BR tag true and okay, like this. Okay, now let's try to see the result. So friends, here what AND operator say, if both conditions are true, then and then only result will be true, otherwise result will be false. So here I can write else. I will copy this and I will paste it, and here I will write false AND. So right now A value is 20 and B value is 2. That's why both conditions are true, so result will be true. So if I go to browser and refresh, you can see here true AND. Okay, because both conditions are true. Let's try to make one condition false. I will change the value of B. From 2 I will make it 21. Now friends, here in this expression the second condition is false, so it will return false and we will get false AND as a result. Okay, you can see here we got false AND result. Why? Because this condition become false. B is equal to 21, not equal to 2. That's why. So if I make it 21, it becomes true and we will get true AND result like this. In the same way we will try to use OR. I will copy this and here now instead of AND I will use OR, and if I make it false now, so OR operator says if any condition is true, result will be true. So here you can see first condition is true but second condition is false, still we will get this true OR result. Okay, you can see here we got true OR result. Like this we can use OR operator. So instead of this AND we can also use these symbols, or instead of OR we can use this pipe symbol as well. Okay, if I refresh, see you will have same output. Okay, this is logical operators. You can also use negation operator, which returns true if result is false and which returns false if result is true, like this. Then next to that you can use conditional operator. Friends, this conditional operator is also called as ternary operator. Okay, what is syntax of this ternary operator? Its syntax is like this. Here you have to write expression which you want to test, then followed by that statement 1, and followed by that there will be colon and there will be statement 2. This condition or this expression will be evaluated first of all. If it is true, statement 1 will be written. If it is false, statement 2 will be written. This is like your if else statement. If condition is true, this statement will be written. If condition is false, this statement will be written. So I can show you like this. If here we will have expression and here we will have statement 1 and here we will have statement 2. You can see here, if condition is true, statement 1. If condition is false, statement 2. So this is basically your ternary operator or conditional operator. Now how we will use conditional operator here? See, so I will write one statement here, echo $a is greater than 0. This is our condition. If this condition is true, what we have to return? Positive number. Okay, and if this condition is false, what we have to return? Negative number. And at last there will be semicolon. Let's try to see the output. You can see here we got result positive number. Why we got positive number result? Because this condition is true. Value of a, that is 20, greater than 0. That's why we got this result. If value of a is not greater than 0, then we will have negative result. Okay, so friends, like this you can use different operators for creating expressions within PHP. Friends, if you find this video useful, please like and share this video. I will see you in next video. Thank you for watching.